up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to continue working on the Ferrari 458 Spider. We're going to pretty much start ripping apart this front end some more, take off these frame rails, hopefully do some cutting, and get prepared for the new frame rails and all the other parts that are on the way. But before we get started, I want to go ahead and announce that we did get some new lanyards right here. Check this out. This is all we got, about 50 of them.
The Ferrari inspired ones.
For Ferrari inspired ones, exactly what you said. They got the little bit of it. They got the red for the interior and a little bit of yellow for the caliper. So be sure to visit goonsquad.com and also be sure to get you a shirt. Check it out. So the main focus of today is to try to get these frame rails removed, which is going to involve some cutting, some drilling, and also just stripping down all these wires right here. So let's get our tools together and let's just get straight to work.
This tool right here saves you some time right here. This is the first time I ever used this. It's been in our clip remover box. It just felt too big to use, but actually this is my favorite tool now to pop clips. So.
And it doesn't break them too, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't break the clips, so whoever
or maybe
sent this out,
it's just Ferrari, man. Their clips are nice.
Yeah, Lamborghini, all the clips literally just broke as soon as you popped them, but this is one of you guys that sent this out. Thank you for this, because stuff like this helps us move a lot quicker and get our work done faster.
Alrighty guys, so we finally got all the wiring pretty much removed out of the way. Tucked away, yes sir. And how do we plan on attacking this thing?
Well, I'm thinking it's probably we'll go ahead and do a cut right here, since this side's already completely damaged and it's halfway torn off. We're probably just gonna cut that right down that middle right there, and then we're probably gonna go ahead and start removing this frame rail. Once we get this frame rail removed, then we'll move on to that one. I don't wanna go ahead and start doing both at once, since this is already the worst part right here. It's already damaged, almost ripped off completely. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the jigsaw, cut that right down there, and then we're gonna grab the drill. And I think these things just get drilled out. They're not like your normal rivets like you use at your shop or something. They're like actual I don't know what you would call.
I think they're like they shoot them in there somehow.
Yeah,
or something.
It probably goes in there and then they hammer them. Some machine probably presses them down. So they're nice pressed rivets. So we're gonna have to find out what kind of drill bit we're gonna use, because we don't want to use two of a small one or two of a big one. We want to cut it perfectly if we're gonna reuse these same holes for the same rivets. So let's go ahead and cut this first, and then we'll grab our drill bit and start drilling this thing out.
Alright, so we got that sliced and diced right there. And now it's a matter of just unbolting that bracket.
Yeah,
and
this
then,
bracket right here, and probably go ahead and start drilling these rivets out.
And then after we drill, we do got to do a little bit of cutting right there.
There's one weld that goes all the way down. So once we remove this bracket, drill everything out, we're just gonna get the grinder cut right along that seam right there. And
any welds on this side, or is that it? This bracket right here is welded on also.
Yeah, this bracket is welded on, but it is riveted on from here. So you can just, oh, it already broke the weld. So what I'm thinking is we're just gonna get rid of all these rivets real quick. Then after that, I think we will just have one thing to grind, and that should just pop right off. So I'm gonna grab my drill, put the drill bit on, start drilling. guys, so we've been drilling at the spot welds or the rivets, whatever you want to call them, for a pretty long time, and as you can tell, our drill bits are just breaking. Just some cheap brand, honestly.
You know what I mean?
And yeah, just brand new drill bits right off the bat will just bevel the head out. So what we're probably gonna do, I think, and I think it's about time we need to invest in some good drill bits. So let's run to a local hardware store where they got some decent or some high quality,
they got some high grade stuff.
We need to get some high grade drill bits because I'm trying to drill through this thing. It's just slowing us down with these drill bits just breaking left and right. So let's run to a local hardware store and grab some legit drill bits.
All right, here at the Home Depot. This is the best place to go, I think.
Best place for the best prices and everything. And I just love the atmosphere. It smells good in here.
Right. Smells good, looks good, everything's nice and colorful.
They got fireworks.
Oh man, it's 4th of July. It's real close to 4th of July.
Tikis for 4th of July.
That too.
The little Tupperware round up.
We need some fans, man. It's so freaking hot.
Dude, imagine this. Like straight at us. Nah, that's
We need to get a Cool Boss. You know that Cool Boss thing where it's like...
Yeah, them are actually sick. Or we can actually get like an AC unit.
Little AC unit?
Or like a big AC unit. Like a nice one that they put in.
Yeah.
Not one of these window ones.
Those suck.
Yeah, they don't work too good.
What if we got like 100 of those little fans?
The Lascos or
No,
whatever?
the rotating fans. Get 100 of them.
Rotate, form a little tornado.
All right, let's go get our drill bits. That's what we came here for, right?
Yeah, get away from the AC.
We're getting a deal too, you know. We like deals.
Yeah, $20 for this 23-piece titanium drill bit set. That's a freaking deal. This titanium drill bit set is actually really good. Like, there's other big names out here, but Milwaukee makes some pretty good drill bits. So we're gonna go with this 23-piece set. I think that should be good, unless we find something new. Because you know, every time we come to the store, we leave more than we came here for. So you never know.
Let's keep shopping, I guess. Or let's go.
Right here, this is a sick one.
Yep. How much is that one? Dang.
No, that's the whole kit. We just need the impact.
We just need this one,
Right
yeah.
here.
Oh, 149, dude?
Yeah.
Without the battery, though.
Yeah, without the battery.
But yeah, let's get what we need to get, and we'll show you guys what we get once we get back to the house.
All right, guys, so we're back at the shop, and we ended up just getting this set right here. So let's go ahead and crack this sucker open and see how well it drills. Alright guys, so we've been hacking at this frame rail, trying to get it out, trying to slip it out of this little bracket area right here. We popped all the rivets out as well as cut some of the welds all the way around it, but upon further research and trying to figure out how exactly this comes off, the frame rails actually by themselves, whenever you buy them brand new, they come with this bracket already riveted on. So what it looks like, what we need to do is actually cut right along these welds right here. Just right here, not on this side, because this is actually, this piece is the actual piece of this whole entire structure right here. So it's a little bit of research, a little bit of time on the internet. We figured out that it does come with this bracket. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my safety glasses on, my gloves, and finish cutting this other bracket off. Alrighty guys, so we finally managed to remove this passenger side frame rail off. After a bunch of research, a bunch of grinding and cutting, we managed to get this sucker off. It did take pretty long to cut this thing off because it was just welds that we couldn't see. Like, it actually was welded from the top, but it managed to get all the way on the inside. That's just how much weld they put on here. So it sucked getting this thing off, but we managed to do it. Now we're gonna drop this thing down over here and move on to the other side. Alrighty guys, so we finally managed to take all the frame rails off the front of this car. Just look how crazy this is, dude. Look how crazy the car looks now, dude. It's insane how it was actually welded on and riveted on. So that just tells you exactly, it's pretty easy, honestly. Yeah. So whenever we're gonna be doing the new frame rails, it shouldn't be too hard to put these back in their spot, because as you can see, everything is angled perfectly right here, and it literally just sits down right here and touches this and that. So basically, whenever you're putting your new frame rails on, you just got to put them on as straight as possible. Align everything, of course, make sure everything fits before you start fully welding in, but that's going to be in a later video once we get our frame rails in. But right now, guys, what we're probably going to do is actually ground out all of our grounds on this car. As you can tell, we did unbolt a bunch of grounds from the frame rail, and what we're gonna do is actually drive this car in and out while we're working on it. And I don't want to run this thing or even start this thing with no grounds, because as you guys know, these Ferraris with their codes, we don't want any other codes to pop up or anything to happen. That's gonna cost us a lot more. So we're gonna go ahead and probably try to find somewhere to ground most of these. Oh yeah,
that looks like a good spot
ready?
right there.
Oh,
did it start sparking?
I see some spark. Look.
What? Dude, there's some.
Is this a ground or is this a plus?
Dude, that was a ground.
That was a ground. So why is it sparking? We'll
never know.
We'll never know. But
it is a ground. So go ahead and just still put it on here. That's crazy.
Are you sure? Oh, look! Listen.
That's gonna.
Oh, do you have
kick in our fuel pump.
Do you have the key on?
Let me go check here.
Yeah, turn the key off.
Yep, key was on. He was definitely on. Yeah, let's go ahead and connect all those grounds and probably remove the hood later, because that's just in the way. It is damaged right there.
Yeah, and it's also putting a lot of force on these fenders. As you can see, that we don't want any more bends on this fender, because these fenders are actually going to get saved. They're in really good shape. There's only just a few little bends, as you can tell, scratch there. That's going to save us a ton of money as well. We don't have to buy fenders. So let's go ahead, pop this hood off. Or do you want to do the grounds first?
Do the grounds first, and then we'll pop the hood off.
Yeah, do the grounds first, and try to get all these wires and stuff tucked away nicely so they don't rub or drag on the floor. So, and one other thing we're thinking about is, as you can tell, these two radiator tubes that come out right here, they do circulate through the front two radiators and go back here. So what we were thinking is actually just running a tube for right now.
Just loop it pretty much.
Yeah, just loop it and throw some fluid or some coolant in there, and just so we can drive it around back and forth, maybe like to get it outside to wash it, or to get it over here on this bay, because we need this thing moving around. And I didn't know if that was a good idea or not. If you probably don't run it too hot, that'll probably work. But for right now, let's go ahead and take care of these other little things. Alright guys, so we went ahead and removed the hood, and we just came up with some system right here. This is actually one of the radiators that came off of the driver's side of this car. There should be two, but we're gonna go ahead and see if this contraption works right here. There is the original coolant line from the engine actually comes out over here on this side. We're just gonna run it to here. We got a few little angled radiator hose pipes right here, as well as this side the coolant. I think this is the return, and that's the one that pumps to the front.
Or whatever
the feed
you
and
want to call
return. It don't matter whichever way. We're gonna go ahead and run it. We're probably gonna run to a local parts store and actually grab a more angled, probably like a 90-degree angled hose right here, so we can put it on both sides. And this is just gonna help us run the car.
A little bit cooler than it would just to tie it in regular.
Yeah, or just a little bit cooler just if you want to move it around. You know, we don't want no issues, we don't want to damage anything. So we're going to go ahead, run to a local parts store, grab a few angled radiator hoses, and actually grab some coolant as well.
Whew. We have arrived.
They took all their stuff.
What do we need, the pink or the orange stuff? It's one of the two.
European vehicles?
Oh no, I think we're running Italian. It is European, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
European. This is violet, and then they got blue, but we just need some cheap stuff because we're gonna flush it.
Right. Yeah. Let's grab some cheap stuff. Let's do some
over here. It mixes. I like the stuff that mixes with any color.
Universal stuff. Yeah. Let's do that.
Grab 2 of these. That should make 4 gallons.
Right. We're only running 1 radiator, anyways.
Yeah. This should be enough. Hopefully. I don't know how big the engine is.
Engine is a V8, so it doesn't take as much as the Lambo, V10, but we're gonna get that, and we're also gonna look for a 90-degree turn of this size right here, hose.
Yep, let's go check it out.
Going to the maze.
Hey, look, they got the
of
flexible hoses.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
But I think them are a little bit more pricier. If we can find like
a 90-degree,
already has like a 90 on it, we just use it. Same truck. That was pretty good. What is this one? They got a 90.
Yeah, we can cut it up.
I think we bought this exact hose for our kit car.
Yeah, let's figure something out, and then we'll catch you guys back at the house. Smack them with it.
All right, guys, so we made it back. We got 2 angled hoses. This should do the job, so let's get these suckers on and start this thing up.
So we just filled up the coolant tank right there. It's up to the top. Now we want to start it and cycle it through. So let's go ahead and do that. See if it starts. Hopefully them grounds are all connected.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
I think it'll do great.
Battery.
We'll try it again. Guys, so we topped off the coolant, we let it run for a while, it did not overheat, which is a good sign, and we got a ton of progress done today, but it did get late on us, so we're gonna have to catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully drop this thing down and get it driving, so see you then.
All right, guys, so it is the next day. We got the car sitting on the ground. We got the radiator all hooked up, full of fluid. Hopefully we're good to go. Now, I guess we're gonna do our first drive on this thing, so I'm super excited. A lot of people were saying that the reason why this thing wasn't going into gear is probably because the car was up in the air, the wheels are off, or even like as little as the deck lid or the engine cover was open. So we're gonna go ahead, start this thing up, let it warm up, and see if it'll go into first gear.
Moment of truth right here, man. Moment of truth. That's kind of sketchy. I mean, not going into gear, that kind of gets me a little bit afraid. But you know what?
It's a Ferrari for you.
It's a Ferrari. All them sensors and stuff, man, it's just gonna prevent it from driving. But go ahead, let her rip. Just idled down.
You think it'll go in first gear?
Hold the brake. Ooh, we got it, dude. It's gonna drive.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
I'll release the car.
Just punch the gas all the way to the metal. Pedal to the metal. Oh, snap. This joint is moving. Yo, that thing looks funny as heck, man.
No front end, man.
You're missing your whole entire front end. you're tempted to go down the street.
Can't do that, man.
Not yet.
Can't do that.
Go up the driveway at least.
Yeah, I'll go up the driveway.
Man, that carbon looks good in the sun too. Look at that. It's sparkling. Reverse works. Everything works, don't it?
Oh yeah. I'm just rolling back right now.
Oh, you're just rolling?
Yeah.
A little bit more. Get a nice little shot right there.
Man, this thing looks freaking crazy without that front end, dude.
Man, it looks crazy, but it's about to get even crazier because we got parts coming in. Also, we got a few surprises for this thing. So guys, be sure to stay tuned. Make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. Also guys, be sure to visit goonsquad.com. We did get some new merchandise, some new shirts. Be sure to check these out. Also, if you want one of these Ferrari inspired lanyards, be sure to visit goonsquad.com. So that's probably gonna be a wrap for today's video, guys. Be sure to visit us on Instagram at goonsquad, where you can get an inside scoop there before YouTube. Also guys, be sure to drop your comments down below. Let us know what you think, and be sure to stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.